Okay, let's move on to another couple. Obviously, everyone else talking about Molly and Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
What are our thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to start here, right?
Yeah.
I personally think Tommy is one of these men, slightly immature, probably loves the fame a little bit, not sure about where he stands in life. He's got a partner who's way more successful than him.
Okay.
She's got the basis of a much longer career than him. She's way more established. And I think with Tommy, as time goes on, he's going to be, well, I'm not quite a boxer, necessarily. The celeb game is fraught with danger in that you're less likely to be successful as a celeb unless you keep reinventing yourself. And I think he's probably thought, I'm young, I'm very famous, I've got lots of women throwing themselves at me, I'm going to indulge, to hell of it. He strikes me as a little bit immature. What do you think?
I think I agree with you with what you said, and I think also for him, given that she's earns more money than him, more successful, he needed reassurance, and that's what happened to men with women that earns more or more successful. And I think that's why he cheated. And I think there's stories today about who he cheated with. And if you look at the difference between Molly and her, I'm not dissing her, but you will, like, she's not like Molly is a 5 and he cheated with a 10. He's kind of like gone a little bit lower, and that's what I can see with men that cheating when their woman is quite more successful than them. They want to feel reassured, they want to feel good enough, and I don't think that he felt that with Molly.
No.
And I think there's also, she had to keep a blind eye for a long time for, to keep the fame going. The story of them being couples works better than her being alone. But she really doesn't need him, Trey.
I think the issue with them as well is the opposite of Harry and Meghan. I don't think there's polarity. I think he's from a traveller community where they're quite traditional gender roles. When you look at his older brother, obviously he's richer and more famous. He's got a very traditional, the man's the breadwinner, the woman's at home. I think for Tommy, it's quite hard to have Meghan, who obviously is a bigger breadwinner, a very strong, assertive woman.
Molly?
Sorry, for Molly.
Yes.
That's what I mean, For Molly, I think it's harder for Tommy because she's a strong, assertive woman, doesn't necessarily need him financially, and I wonder whether that has a bearing on his relationship where he feels, well, what's my place here? And plus, when you watch him sometimes, she seems a little bit fed up with him often. She seems quite short and irritated by him. I don't know, that's just us on the outside looking in.
Personally, what I feel from their vibe is that he didn't do this the first time, and she kind of let it go, hoping that he will change. But he's too immature, young, to kind of like stop this behaviour. And I think she's
fed up, So anyway, what do we think? You reckon they'll rekindle their relationship 2 or 3 years, or is it dead?
I think it's dead.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that, unless something fundamentally was to shift. But I think I worry a bit for Tommy, because I think he might not find a woman like her necessarily again, and he might go down the road of nightclubs, partying,
I think
and
he
thinking
will for a long time, and then he will.
And I know for most men, it's not the most fulfilling path to go on. I think he's young, he's got some talent, and I think he'll be better off focusing on his talent rather than chasing women around the world. It's never a fulfilling path, I don't think, for most men. Anyway, but that's just my opinion.